Bill Larsen.
Dr. Larsen.
Dr. Larsen.
Bill Larsen.
Dr. Larsen.
I mean,
He will absolutely rip you a new one.
He makes one person cry every semester, and he's so proud of it.
I'm still scared of him.
Be thou not afraid.
He is the scariest man I will ever have been inspired by.
Hi, I'm Bill Larsen. Old fart. No, I've been teaching for 51 years, I guess. I've been at UT 31 years. I didn't want to be a teacher. I never wanted to be a teacher. I was going to go to law school, but by the time I was finishing up as a senior, as an undergrad, I had taken overloads most semesters, and so I just took the teaching classes so I could stay there for one more semester. And I was just burnt out, and so that's why I didn't want to go right to law school. And it was the student teaching experience I had, 105 students, and it changed my life.
One of the biggest things that people tend to think about when they think about Dr. Larsen is the intensity.
Any sort of like northern phrase.
Going, oh my God, hello.
A must-know in the department.
Yelling behind the podium about, like, you gotta watch movies.
Blue, the polos.
Blue polo.
And his cologne.
Now, many of your students know that you always wear blue shirts, and what's that all about?
It has to do with my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes are hazel. And I found that if I wore green, my eyes look more green, and people would notice that.
That's kind of Irish thing. That could have
that's
done
an
that.
Irish thing,
Could have
but
gone
then
that way.
And my mother said, that's not good. That's not a good look. That's envy. And okay, Mom. But the blue, I just like my eyes become very blue. And I've always liked blue. I don't know why. It's just, and it's easy, just, which blue will I wear today?
Yeah, so that makes it a little easier in the morning.
Easier in the morning, yeah.
You'll get a paperback and it's just painted, and
5 different colored pens.
some of them I can make out, some of them I can't.
Your commentary on their papers and your color coding.
Well, originally everything was, what a surprise, everything was blue.
Yeah.
And then what happened was, there was so much blue and they couldn't tell one comment from another. And students went, well, what is this about? Yeah. So then I developed a code. Okay,
Yeah.
Pink is grammar and spelling. Red has to do with meaning. Orange has to do with writing things. It all comes out of when I taught high school, but one of the things, and that's what students remembered, I wrote a hand note on the back of report cards. And then one semester, I don't know, something had come up or something, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you'd think they were like, well, wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right, And then the other thing was when I was here at UT, and we got our paper back, a seminar paper. So it's 25 to 30 pages.
Yeah.
You worked the whole semester on it, and we got a grade on it, and then one word comment. And there was not another sign that it had been touched.
That's so
and it was,
bad.
and after that I said, oh God, yeah.
So Bill, one thing I always enjoyed about 334, teaching 334 with you, was that we had similar backgrounds, and we were both interested both in movies and also in American society. What was the persona that you liked to play in 334?
It's interesting, when I first came here, within the first week I realized people noticed the accent. Gee, wow, what a surprise.
They still do, Dr. Larsen.
Oh yeah. I realized, no, I can use the persona.
Yeah.
So the persona became Tony Soprano in a way, I guess, or
We always would have movies from, set in New York in that class, including The Godfather.
Yes.
So you had to, and I would often make cracks about how mean and tough and so on New Yorkers are. I always thought you played a lot tougher than you really were.
When I was teaching high school in the 3rd year, one of the people in that class, one day she came up to me and she said, I'll never forget it, she said, you try to be steel on the outside, but inside you're just a marshmallow. And I said to her, don't you ever let anybody know that. I must have had 15 semesters in a row where I had somebody in 365 cry. And it's hard trying to get that balance, because you want people to work, but at the same time you want them to know that you care.
I don't know that he gets enough credit for his intuition.
The professor that, when I look back at my college experience, if I could have modeled all my professors after one guy, it would have been Dr. Larsen.
He's probably the person who's had the biggest impact on my life, but has absolutely no idea about it.
And I certainly wouldn't be the writer or the person that I am now.
Why do you think I'm making a documentary about you?
Because you needed to make a documentary about somebody and you couldn't think of anybody else.
Why do you think I picked you specifically, though?
I don't know for sure, but I have to tell you, it was a surprise. I felt it made me feel good. Oh, this is not good. Gotta keep the stone face here. Got an image to keep up, the tough New Yorker. It's amazing. People are just great. And it's funny, my sister will say, yeah, but you're a teacher. And you're always tired of these people. And because I'll tell people, I'm not a people person. But I'm not, but it's different in the classroom. I can't explain it. I don't know. And they all have great stories. It's amazing how many of them have such great stories. I can't imagine doing anything else.